Hello, I have a short message for you, and I'm saying, please be yourself. Join me. Welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. Today, I have a very short message for you, and I'm saying, please be yourself. Life is too short. My name is Sherifa Nakalim. I'm a business owner here in Virginia, USA. And on this channel, I share what I know, what I continue to learn, and the topics I cover are business tips, animal online, affiliate marketing, YouTube tips, and I also talk about motivation like today. It's a short message, and these messages are intended to ask you to take steps to make your life better. And if that sounds good, if you are just seeing me today for the first time, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning member of this home, I call it this, like you've seen me before, appreciate you. And I hope that button is not red anymore. You subscribe, you leaving comments and all those nice things. Today I have a very short message for you. And I just thought about it. I said, what could I say today? And I decided to say to you, please be yourself. I'm talking to you today. This is December. In fact, I'm recording this message on a Christmas Day, December 25th, 2020. And I'm thinking, life is too short. We just lost a friend in the UK. Very sad event. And many people are dying everywhere. So why? Why pretend to be something you are not? Why not be yourself for the rest of your life from now? If you've been pretending to be something you are not, I'm saying please stop it because it's not worth it. Okay, there are situations. I'm going to give you just one example to make this video really short. But you can think of other situations where you interact, especially with people, and you pretend to be what you are not. One big example where this will make you very, very uncomfortable is in a relationship. Don't be what you are not. And especially like when you're starting out and you are a man, you're trying to attract this woman, then you pretend to be all these things. You can pretend to do things that are like once you stop, everything changes. Let's have an example. For example, if you pretend to be like you work out, you have this, you go to the gym, you have these muscles. So the girl is going to think you're going to maintain that same body, right? If you know you're just doing it for show, you're really not going to maintain working out and being very active, then please, because this can be dangerous for you because assuming you get married to this person, then they see you're not doing it anymore. Maybe they were attracted to that. And maybe you're attracting someone who likes to work out. Some people see this, it's like almost a hobby, like they love it. They think they attracted the right man when you are not. Let me give you an example. Let's assume you see stuff they do in the movies, maybe. You write notes, romantic notes, you sing, you do all these like crazy things to attract a woman, and then like you get home and you're married and you don't do any of this stuff. Can you imagine? It's miserable for both of you because you're pretending to be something you're not, and then she discovers you are not that person. That's not right. You could do it a little bit, but then don't overdo it to make that person believe that that's who you are. And it can be the same for the woman. Like, let's assume the man loves sports. You know, the men who play sports like the whole day, they're watching sports, football or soccer, whatever, depending where you are. Then you pretend you love it. You sit with him, you sit the whole day, you watch, but actually inside you're feeling miserable. You really don't like sports. So can you imagine you pretend like that and then you end up with this person for 20 years? You are there like you have to watch it, or like you feel like maybe that's the thing that connected you together. Like the man believes you really support what he loves, but actually you don't. So I'm giving this like examples, but actually I'm trying to say something very, very important. Don't pretend to be something you are not. I think from the time we were born, like when you are really, really young, there's some things you feel like, this is me. This is me. No one should take that away from you. Like you could lose it a little bit, maybe you're a teenager, but you still need to settle there in your own personality. So it could actually be at a job, it could be in friendship, like things that try to make you something you are not. I feel like you need to fight for that. You need to fight to be yourself. Okay? And there are many things like that go into that, or being yourself, but there, like I talked about, I recorded a video about your values. There are some things now values have to do with the character, but I'm talking about you. You feel like, this is making me to be something I'm not. I'll give you an example. When I was young, I remember in school, like children, and they used to say, okay, children when they're young, and then a little bit when you're in secondary school, they used to make like little comments like, oh, you behave like you're too mature. You behave like that's too mature. But the way they were saying it is like it's a negative. But for me, actually, I saw it as a positive. Okay, if you're doing irresponsible things, and me, I'm here putting my life in order, although I'm still young, I know what I need, I know what I want. How is that a negative thing? So I never changed. I never changed to be like them. And I don't regret it. I remember later, because that mature thing followed me. I was given to be like a leader, leader of this or that. It was a positive thing. And I remember when we were in college, some of the girls, like when they were doing things that they knew they didn't even want their parents to know they were doing, they look at me like I'm a parent too, because they would do things like they're hiding. I said, why are they doing this? Because they will feel embarrassed. They still see me like this mature person. But you could think that's a negative, especially around young people. But for me, I see that as a positive because that's me. I think this maturity thing came from my mom trusting me when I was really young. Like by the age of 10, I remember managing money, managing things. So by the time I mixed with other children in boarding school, they were seeing that I'm doing responsible things, but because it came from home. But I felt like that's me. That's me. I'm not going to start behaving like doing irresponsible things just to fit in. So, what are you doing that you know you are not? What environment are you in that you know you shouldn't be in, or you could demand, especially in a relationship? I go back to that because that's your life. That's your life. You are in this relationship, and you know you are pretending. You cannot be yourself. You are miserable. Have a discussion. You say, go show your partner, show them this video. You say, she says we need to be ourselves. So what do you really want to be? What are you pretending in this relationship? Ask each other. What do you really need to say? Especially if it's a young relationship. Stop pretending. Be yourself and say what you want. By the way, this what you want thing, I'll give you an example. I'm closing, by the way. It's going to be a short video, and I didn't mention today I don't have the comment section. Normally I have a comment section, but don't leave a comment this time. But I'll talk about it in the next video. Because I don't have a comment section today, because people who left comments, I had already talked about them in the videos. So today I felt like it wasn't necessary. But if you are new here and I haven't talked about you, when you comment on my video, I choose 2 comments and I talk about those comments in the next video. And I show your channel and everything you do. So that's a cool thing. So today I'm not doing it because people that left the comments there, I had featured all of them already. So it's going to be a short video. I was going to end the video with this. When you are in a relationship, husband, wife especially, or even any other relationship. Look at what the person cares about. For example, if you are buying someone a gift, know what they want. Know what they want, or ask them. Like, you can ask them in a way that's not so direct, but know what they want. Don't just get them something just because you feel that's what they want. And that's the gift part. But also in a relationship, what do they value? They call them love languages. What do they value? Don't do what you think they want. If you are not sure, ask. Because you, especially man, you can go use a lot of money to buy this. For example, let's assume you have a lot of money, and then you just see this nice car. You say, "Oh, let me buy this for my wife. Let me surprise her." You buy this car, and you think she's going to be very, very happy, but actually she's not. Maybe she didn't like that one. How about you do it the other way around? You say, "Let's go. You take them to a dealership and let them choose the car they want. It may even be the color." I see people who surprise, like they surprise their mom with the house, but everything, you made the choice already. You can surprise someone by just asking them to go shop. You say, "You know what? Pick what you want." They pick what they want. And like for a house, you can take them around. They look at homes. They like what they want. You can give them a price range, or you take them to houses that fall in the price that you can pay. They choose out the house they want. Then you pay. But if you're surprising someone with something you already made the decision, for me, I don't believe in that. I believe, let the person have a say in what they want. The same with a wife. Know your husband and give them, let them tell you what they want, how they want to be loved, vice versa. The man, ask your wife how they want to be loved, or know how they want to be loved. I don't want to say so much about that. So I think you understand. Be yourself. Demand. I'm using the strong word, demand, for the person, for the people in your life to respect what you want, to respect you the way you are, and then you'll be happy. Even if you are happy for just one day. I mean, assuming if you're not here tomorrow, be yourself for even one day. That's my message today. Be yourself. If the people around you are not allowing you to be yourself, demand it. Say, "This is me. This is me." Let me give you an example. I was closing, but let me say, if you are a woman who doesn't like to wear makeup, I know a husband who forces his wife to wear makeup all the time. What? All the time. That when she wakes up, she has to use lipstick and makeup and powder and all that before she even comes to the kitchen. You say, "What? What's that?" Those are the kind of things I'm talking about. Please don't allow someone to control you like that. You cannot even be yourself in your own house. I find that to be very, very strange. She was not allowed to come out of the bedroom before she applied her makeup. I didn't understand it. Forever? Okay, that's my video today. Be yourself. Life is too short. Like I always end them, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of your families. Take very good care of your health. And I hope you are fine. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye. Leave a comment.